Mark my footsteps, good my page, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find long Wenceslas' rage, freeze thy blood west boldly. In his master's steps he trod, when the snow lay glinted, he was in the very spot which the saint had printed. Therefore Christian men be sure, wherefore and possessing, ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing.
From Cider with Rosie by Laurie Lee. We approached our last house high upon the hill, the place of Joseph the farmer. We had chosen a special carol which was about the other Joseph, so that we always felt that singing it added a spicy cheek to the night. The last stretch of country to reach his farm was perhaps the most difficult of all. In these rough, bare lanes, open to all winds, sheep were buried and wagons lost. Huddled together, we tramped in one another's footsteps. Powdered snow blew up into our screwed-up eyes. The candles burnt low, some blew out altogether, and we talked loudly above the gale. Crossing at last the frozen mill stream, whose wheel in summer still turned a barren mechanism, we climbed up to Joseph's farm. Sheltered by the trees, warm on its bed of snow, it seemed always to be like this. As always, it was late. As always, this was our final call. The snow had a fine crust upon it, and the old tree sparkled like tinsel. We grouped ourselves around the farmhouse porch. The sky cleared, and broad streams of stars ran down over the valleys away to Wales. On Slad's white slopes, seen through the black sticks of its woods, some red lamps still burned in the windows. Everything was quiet. Everywhere there was a faint crackling of silence of the winter's night. We started singing, and we were all moved by the words and the sudden trueness of our voice. Pure, very clear, and breathless we sang.
As Joseph was a-walking, he heard an angel sing, "This night there shall be born on earth our heavenly King. He neither shall be born in housen nor in hall, nor in the place of paradise, but in an ox's stall."
And 2,000 Christmases became real to us then. The houses, the halls, the places of paradise that had all been visited. The stars were bright to guide the kings through the snow, and across the farmyard we could hear the beasts in their stalls. We were given roast apples and hot mince pies. In our nostrils were spices like myrrh, and in our wooden box, as we headed back for the village, there were golden gifts for all.